What's up? It's Juice Beats, back again with another race video. Same day, different race. This is the Masters 35 Plus Smokies Stadium Criterium Series on March 17th. And decided to jump into this one. I am getting a little bit older, so I can race in some of the Masters races. But determined to better myself in this one than I did in the 3, 4, 5. So I wanted to start out hard in this one. And you can see we're already moving pretty quickly in this one. The thing about Masters races is I learned this pretty quickly a couple years ago when I went up to Kentucky and did a Masters race. That was actually my first time doing one. But there are ex-pros and, you know, a lot of, I would say, sandbaggers that to jump into these races. So there are deceptively strong riders in each of these races that just kind of show up, and you will see that in here. Deceptively strong. It's very tough to tell beforehand, you know, because you think, oh, you know, older guys riding a bike, they're probably not, they're not as fit. They're just, you know, they're out here just chilling, and yeah, you find out quickly that they're definitely much stronger than you think. What am I doing out here on the front? I have no idea. I'm out here just pushing myself to the limit, trying to do anything to better myself at this point. I'm out here on the front, leading out in the wind, just doing all the things you really shouldn't do. I should have been back in the back or in the middle of the pack here, just kind of chilling. And yeah, you'll see we've got somewhat of an attack here. I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I need to follow that. I need to get up to these guys here, and they are just pulling away. They had a lot of momentum there. Got a big jump, and I've got a gap here too as well, but I'm not in the draft anywhere. So, and we're getting ready to go into cross headwinds. So you know what that means. If I could just catch up to their wheel here, that would be awesome. I can't remember if I caught up to the wheel or not at this point, but they are moving pretty smoothly through these corners here, and yeah, the rest of the peloton's kind of caught up to me. That, you know, obviously this is a tougher part of the course for me. Some people can just smooth right through all of these corners like it's nothing, and go up those climbs and those hills really easily. So here we go. Big push at the front here. Big jumps. And this is what I was talking about, you know, you just never know how strong people are. So they were just chilling for the first lap in the back and where I should have been. And yeah, me being on the front, I can't see these moves until they are right up on me. So they have taken off already, and now I've got to respond to that from the front again. Dumb move by me. And here we go, pushing hard out there, trying to get back up there. Where are my wheels? There's a wheel right there. Can I get on his wheel? He is moving nice and smooth. Riding fast in this one here. Thought I put out some good wattage in this one as well. Let me check here. So this one, I put out this is my second race of the day. I put out 271 watts with a 1240 watt max and 317 normalized. So my second race of the day, pretty close to the first one. So yeah, a lot of power, a lot of energy expended here. And there is a hero move right here. So we have several guys off the front already in this race. And we've got Andrew Shaw going from Knoxville. He's going after that bridge right there. And he had a good jump, really good jump at that point to go through in those cross headwinds and jump across here. He's doing a good job. He actually does bridge up to that group that's off the front as well. Could have been in that group if I wasn't on the front of the peloton leading everybody out and seeing that move. I could have been out there. But, you know, the guy just in front of me right here, he's got a couple teammates in that group, so he's not going to work. And then, you know, that makes it so I've got to work here. And yeah, like I've said before, it's tough for big guys to roll through this wind and be out front like this. But I mean, I'm pushing hard, and I'm trying to get out there. And I think what's also frustrating is there's a couple guys that are on teams, but you can't tell because their jerseys are different. And so I don't know if that was the strategy or what, but I kind of think that they were holding back a little bit because they had teammates out there, and you couldn't tell in the race at this point that yeah, they were kind of they weren't really working hard to try to bring it back or get up there. So I don't know if that's the case or not. I didn't talk to anybody afterwards about it, but that's kind of what I gathered from just watching the tape here and knowing some of the guys. Like, I know that you guys are on teams together, and I'm not sure if you guys were just playing that game or what. But this is Kent Bostic. This is who I wanted to follow throughout the race, and who I think may have a teammate in a different jersey out there out front. He was moving pretty good, and this is who I thought would be out there at the front of the race, because he ended up, I think he got second in the race last week, but he was out there on a breakaway in that race the week before. So trying to follow him, trying to make sure that I stay close to his wheel. He's a strong, even though he's older, he is still very strong, and that's what I was talking about. Like, you just never know. Like, I think Kent is in his 70s, and yeah, he's still very strong on the bike. So usually if you stick on his wheel, he'll take you to the promised land. But in this one, I can't know for sure. But they might have been on a team that had a different jersey out there. But we're moving well. We're taking turns at the front, him and I know that the Super Squadra right behind me, he's got a couple teammates out there in that front group, so I know that he's not really going to work. He's going to kind of sit back there and just kind of draft and bide his time. So we went through there, and now I got to take my turn on the front. We're trying to wheel everybody back. We've got it looks like a lap rider right here, so we're going to go around him. And maybe a couple more just out there in that turn and that bend there. Didn't mean to lap or gap people here, but I'm trying to push hard. I'm trying to see if we can all bridge back up. I mean, it's still really early in the race, and you see the cone has flown over, so we definitely got some wind going here. I think the official finally comes over there or one of the volunteers finally comes over and gets it. And you can see the flags over there on the left. We got some tailwind finally on this stretch here. And like I said, if you watched any of my other videos, you see like the wind kind of changes throughout the races. So sometimes it's a cross tailwind, sometimes it's a tailwind, and then on the backside, same thing. You got a cross headwind or a direct headwind on the backside there. But here we go, trying to move quickly here. Still got Super Squadra behind me, and he is just along for the ride. He's just gonna chill. He's got the two teammates out there out front in that front group there. And then, yeah, coming around this the twisty bits, trying to. I can't remember if you could see them at this point still or not. They may be. I was trying to look out front, but yeah, I don't think you can quite see them. I think they're around the turn already there, so they do have quite a lead on us at this point. But yeah, I mean, I really do think if we had some motivated guys, that we might have been able to catch up to at least that chase group. So there was a chase group, and there was two Super Squadra guys that were in the first breakaway, but they have basically broke away from that chase group. I don't know if I explained that quite well, so let me just explain it again. So when that breakaway formed at the very beginning of the race, after the first couple laps, I think there were 6 guys or something like that. We had one guy bridge up to it and finally make it, and then from that group, 2 more Super Squadra guys broke off and they went on their own terror throughout the race. So they are off that group, and so that first breakaway became the chase group, and so now we are sitting in kind of the second chase group at this point. All right, jump forward a few more laps here, and I'm kind of tired of being on the front. We're not quite motivated as a second chase group to try to bridge up there, and I think it's, they're a little bit too far away for us to try to do that. So I'm gonna try to sit back, maybe get myself ready for a field sprint from the second chase group here, and try to conserve a little bit of energy at this point in the race. Still got a lot of energy left, but yeah, I just want to kind of sit back and draft here. I think if you watch the 3-4-5 video, I did a much better job drafting in this race than I did in that one. I stuck to the wheels much better, and I think not necessarily that this was slightly slower or anything like that, because I think at points this was just as fast. But yeah, I consciously wanted to stick on the wheels a little bit more in this race and push myself a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just trying to get that race experience, trying to get better each and every time that I get out there. And there we go. So those 2 guys right there, the Super Squadra right there, they are going in and lapping us at this point. So they are moving really well together and taking off. And as our second chase group is coming around this bend, you can see the Super Squadra rider that was riding in our group this entire time takes off and gets up with them. So he takes off, and now he's riding with with his teammates a lap down at this point in the race. And I've lost my back cam, so you can't see anything in the back. I don't understand the battery in that one. May have to replace it at some point. But so now he's riding off with that group, and obviously they're a lap up on us at this point. So they are lapping, and now they've gained a teammate. So 3 of them are riding together at this point. and we're stuck. But yeah, I'm kind of done at this point, like helping out everybody and trying to keep pushing. So I'm just going to stick on wheels and ride it out into the end here. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but the wind is blowing super hard at this point. We're getting ready to come across some lap riders here, and he decides to kind of jump in with us here, and that'll come back to bite me a little bit later, I believe. Yeah, the best thing to do is try to go around him here. But if you notice, like, I am trying to sit kind of on the back. You know, I did a lot of work at the front throughout this race, and I was trading pulls with Kent and a couple other guys, and yeah, at one point, like, maybe we could have caught the other chase group, but we weren't working hard enough to try, and so I just decided to fall back in the back here and just try to conserve my energy the best I can for the end of the race, because I know that it's gonna most likely come down to a field sprint or whatever. And yeah, at this point in the race, like, there's no way to catch them. They've already lapped us. There is you know, the other chase group is too far ahead for us to catch up to. So yeah, I'm just going to conserve the energy the rest of the race and just try to stick in the back here the best I can. So should be getting myself into better position at this point. So there's that other chase group. Now they're passing us. And so yeah, since the other chase group is finally passing us, everybody wanted to lift up finally and start actually racing a little bit more. And yeah, I kind of got stuck there at the back behind the lap rider again. And since the speed is picked up and everybody else has decided they were going to work now with the last couple laps, now it puts me in a little bit of a bind, because now I'm behind the lap rider and we're going around the twisty bit into the terrible headwinds, and I'm pushing out 700 watts going through here trying to catch back up to the group, and they've latched on to the other peloton who was moving well, and I'm stuck here behind into this wind. And yeah, so I'm trying to go around here and I can't, because he's kind of in the way there, and then this huge gap opens up, and yeah, I get stuck behind it right here, trying to get back to the peloton, fighting this wind really tough, over 400, 500 watts or something like that, trying to get back to the peloton. I'm pushing out a lot of watts here, trying to get back up there, and it is tough. Yeah, I should have been in better position, and yeah, I shouldn't have been behind the lap rider that entire time. So now, yeah, I put myself in that bind. That gap opened up, and now I'm having to really put out some energy here, trying to get back into the peloton and get back to everybody. But since that gap opened up, our second chase group latched on to the first chase group after they lapped. They've now become a huge peloton, and they're able to move much quicker through this. And yeah, I'm struggling to catch back up here at this point, but I'm working hard. I'm going as fast as possible, trying to catch up to the group here. Just it's not helping me out very much. And I say, you know, partly my fault for trying to just chill on the back for too long. I should have made a move a little bit earlier and got back up. And I mean, it's still right there, but yeah, when you're moving through this wind, it's really hard to describe like how terrible the wind is at this point in the race, and how much it has picked up. And you'll see here on this backstretch, like I'm going nowhere, and look, 17 miles an hour over 500 watts, and I'm trying to push through this stuff, and I'm getting as low as possible on the bike, and they're pulling away. They've got the draft benefits, all that stuff. And then, going into the final stretch here, and this gap is just too monumental for me to get over at this point. So, kind of got screwed a little bit by the lap rider, but also, made my own mistakes on chilling on the back for too long and not getting in good position. So, here I go into the final, and just, basically, I'm cruising back into the final, and then for some reason these guys decide to get me right here at the line. I still don't think he got me at the line right there, but they said he did. Whatever. I was cruising, I wasn't sprinting. If I was sprinting, I definitely would have beat both of them easily. And yeah, just mistakes here in this race, and just not doing what I should have done. But anyway, so that was my Masters race. Not the greatest or anything like that. But yeah, just out here learning, out here getting better each time that I race. And yeah, hopefully we can turn the wind off this weekend, and I'll have a much better race here coming up. So anyway, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when I post videos. And if you have any comments or anything, leave them down below, let me know. But yeah, I will see you on the next one. Peace.